up people, Tasaran here and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Yeah, playing as our warden. As you can see, I've decided to stick the old face cam on this video. I don't know whether I'm going to be doing it with all of them, but I thought, yeah, why the shit not? So we left off, I think I was doing my provisioning, but unlike Warcraft I couldn't do create all. So I did that off screen, got my provisioning to I think 8, maybe 9, went up to 9. I don't remember sticking that on there, but never mind. So yeah, it's all good. It hasn't gone towards our main level though, none of it did. My experience has gone up since because I had to go back to Vivek and I killed some shit on the way. But anyway, we're carrying on. I'm in Balmora because the next point we need to go to is our rund for this quest line, the Divine Inquiries. But we have got a couple of side quests here to pick up, so it makes sense to do these while we're here.
You look like the travelling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vale? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts.
I ain't seen shit.
That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house councillor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded.
Okay, can you provide me with any additional info?
You should speak to Councillor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the councillor.
Will do.
Councillor Eris can be found at the Redarin kin house. And do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vale. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the house guard has failed, so be it.
You don't seem to like the idea of the councillor seeking help in this matter.
I have no issue with Councillor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redarin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business.
You asked me.
To question the house councillor.
Okay, that'll do.
Councillor Eris Relith oversees Redarin operations.
Okay. Interesting. I think we will pick up this one. Just never know. They might be in the same direction.
Traveler, and you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid an old mer in one last task?
Alright, he's on his last legs, is he?
I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well.
What's a memory stone?
It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest.
Alright, I'll stick it in my pocket and go on my travels.
I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Now I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs.
Okay, was that one of your children you were arguing with before? They were chatting like an automatic thing, so it happened before I started recording. But what appeared to be the son was saying, "Oh, you just take care of yourself, Dad. It's all you seem to do." So let's expand on that.
Ah, yes. Mills. My son has never really forgiven me for never being here for them. He's a stranger in my own home. No. If anything, it's the other way around. Even Naria has grown accustomed to my absence.
You feel Neria resents you too?
Nary less than Mills. But both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drennan consumed a great deal of my time. Mills especially grew up with Neria and no one else. He despises me, and I don't blame him.
Okay, so domestic troubles. And it looks like there's another... Got another quest down here, I didn't see this one.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish?
This is... yeah. Okay, so this is the dude that was arguing with him. What were you and your father arguing about? Not that it's any of our business.
I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs.
Your father works with the Telvanni?
Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems too. You want to talk? My sister Neria works the stables. She tolerates my father's business better than I do.
Fair enough. Interesting. Right, so really it's a question of what to do first. So we've got... This is... I suppose we should while we're actually in the place, ain't we? Alright, let's mount up. So over by the stables. If I've got a spare 250, I can always use this as an opportunity to upgrade my horsey. Which kind of makes sense, but I think it's a lot of money, isn't it? 250 gold.
My, you look like a well-travelled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a loyal guar in Balmora.
Actually, I wanted to speak to you about your dad.
My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind.
He's fine. He's just arguing with your brother.
Oh, Mills. He was so young when Mother passed. I've tried to explain that Father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised Mills myself while Father was away, which was often. He's never forgiven Father for that.
Fair enough. Well, that's a new sound. What the hell was that?
The beautiful darkness walks in the shadows between the moons, but she prefers to ride a dire wolf when the opportunity presents itself.
Is it just me, or was she really quiet? View the stable. Right, 250, so we can do it. So I think the idea is just to put it all in speed. That might be wrong. Don't know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, it's because I'm right under the bloody thing. Fair enough. I thought it sounded a bit different. Okay, so there's so much to do. Right, as far as the crafting goes, I did manage to train or research a couple of things, and they should be done now because I started that yesterday. Yep, come out. Okay, fleeing the past, talk to Council Heiress. I think I'm going to do that first. So she's up here. Get off. Okay, can't steal anything. We've got some bookshelves though. Come on, give us a skill. Nope. And no. Sweet as a nut. could turn your back while I take something really valuable. Right. Plenty of bookshelves. Come on, one of these has got to give us a skill in something. Alchemy. Yay me. Because that's one not done yet. Not had chance to find anything. Okay then, counsellor. Oh, we've got a couple more over here.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Sergeant Valdres sent me. He said you needed help finding your daughter.
My daughter has been gone too long, and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again?
It seems your daughter knows your people and their tactics. She doesn't know me.
An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Vea can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand? Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this.
Tell me what happened.
Vea fled after a family disagreement. She's run away before, but I'm concerned that she might have something more permanent in mind this time, and more dangerous. Vea knows how to evade the house guard, but as you said, she doesn't know you.
Okay, so
Captain
I'll get right on
Griffin
it.
oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up.
So let's get out of here.
May I be of service?
No. It's starting to rain. I had to turn down the particle density on it a little bit because I've noticed on a few of the videos when I was using a lot of the spells and that it was affecting frame rates, and I can't be having that.
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the house guard.
Let me know what you found on the door.
You must be one of the freelancers the councillor employed to supplement the duties of the house guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Vea ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Vea...
Sounds like you got a personal stake in this.
I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Vea is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us.
Maybe they'll be less suspicious if I approach them.
Perhaps. As long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Vea, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note.
Okay.
When you find Vea's friends, remember to keep your distance. You just want to spot the note carrier and follow him to whoever's receiving these messages. That's the key to locating Vea. If you can't do it, don't worry. The house can handle it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It looks like we got a bit of sneaking to do. Spy on Vea's friends. Right, let's do that. Hopefully they won't notice a tank high elf beefcake with a big panther as a pet sneaking up on them. You never know. Might get away with it. There's another player in there, so don't know whether or not that's someone doing the same as me, but it don't look like it. So I'll take it that's them. Let's be one with the shadows over here.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
I don't think sneaking's going to be an option here. It's a bit of a relay by the looks of it then. Uh-oh, lost him. Tell you what, this does seem a little bit elaborate for a runaway. This comes across as a little bit more like a underground resistance type job. Did you go in or behind? Couldn't see if she went in or behind. Might have fucked it.
Well done. This should help us determine what happened to Vea's brother. Hello.
We're
can I
okay.
help you? Wait a moment. You're one of those hirelings House Redoran pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Vea wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the house doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that.
Is there a third sibling? Perhaps I should have read more. Councillor Eris just wants to find his daughter. Will the note you received help me accomplish that?
Vea wants nothing to do with the house or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to help, I haven't seen Vea since she snuck out of town. We communicate by notes, and this one isn't even about her.
Not that it's any of my business again, but what's it about?
If you must know, it concerns Vea's brother. He was an officer in the House Guard before he vanished without a trace. We've been trying to help Vea find him.
Who are you delivering this information to if you aren't in contact with Vea?
A local tough. Goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills.
I can be very persuasive.
I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find Ashur. He's been passing our notes on to Vea. Just to the north and east, outside of town. Or is this your way of offering to save me a trip, since you're headed his way?
Bye. I know, probably valuable information, but well, how not? I think I read all these the last time I was in here. This is the Randy Netch, isn't it? Where's the door? It is, yeah. There's not a lot here. It's not like a main hub now like it was in Morrowind. There's literally just a few things here. So we need to find Ashur. Oh, he's literally right outside. What's that one? Go to... I don't know what that one's about. Must be the other one. the valley. That's probably where we got to take that stone. Okay, but yeah, it's north out of the city, so it's in the right direction for our Divine Inquiries quest. Looking glorious. It's a shame I had to turn down. I like rain in
one of my
games.
gang, Swit. No writ will protect you from us. Feeling left out? I'm sure I can procure a writ for each of you.
Oh, I guess I'll have a word with these then.
That's it. Kill the Morag Tong and any witnesses. I need healing.
Okay, we'll go for the healer. I seem to be out of mana and health, and take a potion. Oh, what the? Heal, heal, heal. Oh shit. It's not gone well, is it? What level are these? Oh, he's a elite, no wonder I'm fucked. Oh, come on, I was pressing it. That wasn't me, I think someone's here. Oh. Move. No stamina at all. That's why I'm using the mushrooms more than the grand healing, because now with one of the perk things it does actually give me stamina back. One, two, bloody hell, that was a... Whew. Talk to Asher, I don't know where he's gone. He's run off. That was... yeah, I struggled with that one, that was difficult. Oh, I hate these things. A few moments ago wouldn't have been so bad. Let's do that first. Right. Magicka, clearly need to. And we've got a skill point. I don't want to do anything in any of those. What I really want is something that's going to help our Magicka. So, increase your Magicka recovery by 3%. Increases your Magicka recovery by 2% for each piece of armor, current bonus of 12%, so that's much better than the 3 we'd get from the racial. It's important to me. I know, cool.
I had that situation under control. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand.
Lending a hand? I did it for you. You bitch.
You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious nix. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially.
So is this dude a Morag Tong as well? He's got the same pauldron that the last one had. Similar anyway.
The new apprentice? Now why in oblivion do you care about Vea?
Trying to find her.
Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Vea's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins.
Okay, ruins to the west.
Make sure you don't anger Vea's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way. She's grown surprisingly protective of that young woman, and if she thinks you pose a danger... Besides, I'd hate to see you wind up on the wrong end of one of our writs.
And why were those townsfolk trying to kill you?
You know, the usual buyer's remorse. I see a lot of that in my line of work. Turns out, I had to kill a bad man who did bad things. The writ was legal and above board. Unfortunately, his brother didn't see it that way and was looking for revenge.
You're some kind of assassin?
You make it sound so obscene. Still, that's pretty much an accurate description. But it's not like I work for the Dark Brotherhood or anything. I don't kill anyone without a sanctioned writ. Keeps the great houses in line. It's a calling.
Fair enough. Okay, so we might as well come... Yep, we'll use the stone.
Oh, Gilan, look! A Dwemer gear. It's in remarkably good condition.
Yes, wonderful. I'll mark it down.
And here, another. Could these have fallen off the ruins?
Yes, that is peculiar.
Is something the matter, dear? You seem distracted today.
Oh, nothing's the matter. I'm nervous.
Whatever form. If anything attacks us, I'll protect you.
I'm not nervous about an attack, Bravura. It's just... well... there's no good way to say this.
To say what?
Marry me?
Are you serious?
That's... not the response I hoped for.
Gilan, of course I'll marry you. I love you. I just expected something more dramatic.
Well, I planned to propose at the falls, but today we didn't go to the falls. I had to improvise.
And this is why you've been so nervous.
Yes. Wait. Did you just agree to marry me?
Yes, Gilan. 12 times yes.
Celebrate!
Dear, distracted, adorable archivist, I will marry you.
That's wonderful!
Isn't it?
Oh, Bravura, you won't regret this. You are the stars to my sky.
Did you just come up with that?
Well, no. I've been saving it for the right time.
Okay, so that's what we've got to look for. I don't remember how many he said we would end up needing to do, but... Right, so it was ruins to the west. Got a group boss. Right, so it tells us where we need to be. Except that's not west, is it? This is... Duh! Right, so I've actually... Ah, right, I've actually been to this camp. Got the sky shard that was there, didn't we? Oh yeah, if you remember the lore book that was under the table that I couldn't pick up. When I logged back in, it was a different book. And it was on top of the table. So, I was able to collect it. Yay me! Right, so... I don't remember seeing ruins there though. Let's have a word with this. No, don't start taking on them. Okay, so that's... Oh, right, there's somebody... Not someone, but... Okay, so that's another group boss up there, but we do need it for... Travel to Caldera's Crater. What's that for? Oh, the memory stone. Don't know if I feel confident taking on a world boss yet. I think that's a bit much. But the Western Ruins, is that better to... Go out the other side. Anyway, I hope you're all loving this series. I definitely am. As far as Warcraft goes, I mean, what it is that I've had a week off work this week. For no reason at all, just had holiday days I needed to use up, so I didn't lose them. Took a week off and I thought, right, well, I'll just smash this out for the week. So it's not like Warcraft's not happening. But from my own point of view, I wanted to play something sort of fun and different, and so I've really concentrated on this during my week off. Right, I'm a little bit dubious about river trolls. And some shit, and some shit, and some shit. That's how that shit's done. Oh, there's another one. I don't want to go silly, I don't want to spend the whole... Yes, I thought I heard an urn root. Yeah, so through picking up like little pamphlets and stuff that was on like building walls and stuff, I'm now in the Mages Guild, Fighters Guild. I found a little box out in the wilderness which gave me the Thieves Guild. I haven't been able to speak to anyone from any of them yet, but I have got the quest for the main guilds.
Leave me, Outlander. Let me die in the shame I brought to Malakath. Defeated by a lone warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence.
What happened?
An assassin. Probably a Morag tongue. She tracked our leader here. But she doesn't know. We set a trap inside the ruins. Oh.
So is that the assassin we met before, the one that was with the Morag tongue? Because she weren't awful,
She's just one woman! Get inside the ruins and stop her!
Okay. I'm not entirely sure where that came from. Right, well, we've got some water skin. Where? I've been trying to pick up as much water as possible for when I do start alchemy, like get a lot of pure water nodes in the water. Can't actually see any, but never mind. Right, so sadly that's all the time I've got for this one, but thanks an awful lot for watching. Join me in the next one when we're going to head into Ash Ruins and see what happens. Oh, is this what I've got to look forward to, is it? let them reset. But that was one big fat ogre type thing that came out with a name. So yeah, next episode should be a giggle. Thanks again, and I'll see you then.